Good morning. It is 9:30 a.m. on Monday and I'm about to have my breakfast. I spilled some powdered peanut butter on the counter. Oops. It is my regular workday breakfast: a cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter mixed up in there in some adorable dishes. And in the background you can see that bag of chips from last night that I didn't eat with dinner. That will be in last week's what I ate in a week video, waiting for me to do the weighing out and math to calculate how many points I actually worked, or not worked, ate. But let's ignore that and the impending math I will have to do at the end of my day, and instead focus on the cuteness of a pig and a little skull. It is 6 p.m. on Monday and I'm having dinner. I have my kinesiology appointment and it's we've moved into strength training as part of my physio. So it's basically like a gym session, which is great. Like, it feels really good to be, doing weight training again. I'm not allowed to really do cardio. I say really, I'm not allowed to do cardio, but I can do some weight training under guidance. And I miss weight training, so it makes me happy, but it does kind of kill me. And so I struggle afterwards with what to eat, because I know I need protein. I know I should be having a really nice, healthy, balanced meal, but I'm also really dizzy and really clumsy and really not able to focus or make decisions because yay, concussion. So I use the amount of time that I have after a kinesiology appointment to shower, because I need to make sure that I don't lose my balance in the shower. And then anything after that of usable time before I absolutely have to sit down and can't really function, I just try to do the best I can. So for dinner tonight, I made a protein shake. It's really similar to the one I did last time, except I'm using this mixture of fruit, one of the ones that I purchased recently. So it's got pineapple, mango, and passion fruit in it. And I used a smaller amount of the almond milk. I did a half a cup instead of a cup, and I think I might have mismeasured or miscounted the yogurt last time, because when I scanned it, it automatically scans as a third of a cup portion, and I don't think I noticed that last time. And I did a half a cup last time, so I did a half a cup this time. So I have to think about that for a second. 1 scoop of the powder, a little under a cup of the fruit, which I do not count even though it's blended, I know, and then half a banana, and I ate the other half of the banana because back in the day when I used to make these smoothies, I religiously made them every single day. So I'd cut the banana in half, say today, use the other half tomorrow. I would just put it in the fridge and it would be okay. But the last one of these that I made, I put the non-used half of the banana in the fridge and it went kind of gross. And I don't know if it's because it was already too far gone to survive another day, or I waited too long, or I don't know. So I ate the banana is what I'm getting at. But I knew that a protein smoothie was not dinner, and I did get it down to 8 points from the 10 that it was the first time I had it. I think it was 10, right? So it did leave me a little bit more points to play with, but not really, because my breakfast was my oatmeal, which is a higher pointed meal than the day that I had the protein shake before, where I think I just had toast. I say that like I remember. I'm really guessing. So I decided to do an open-faced sandwich with it, partly because I wanted to use this on the hamburger buns. I want to use it the hamburger buns, so I plan on using them instead of like regular bread until I've eaten at least one more of them, because like I want to use them well. But I will never do this particular thing again. So it's Branston small chunk pickle. I added it into the app, but I accidentally put Branston's pickle small chink. So yeah, and I can't figure out how to edit it, but it is in there if you search Branston pickle. The nutritional information's super tiny. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to focus. Oh, there we go. Can you read that? And it's per 100 grams. And I didn't notice that, and I put the Branston pickle on the bread, well, on the bun, before I realized it was being measured in grams, and I did it by tablespoons. So I don't actually know how much my tablespoons relates to the grams. I'm gonna have to figure that out the next time I use it. So I guessed for my points for it today. And then I put a slice each of the bread, my head, I'm so sorry, the cheese, because if I did it as a closed-faced sandwich with Branston pickle and 1 slice of cheese, the ratio of bread to pickle to cheese would be way off. You usually do this with more of like a thinner sliced bread. And so I was like, oh, I'll just do it open-faced and make it like this. But that cheese right there, 2 slices of this cheese, it's this cheese, 8 points. 8 points for 2 slices. That's ridiculous. And yeah, not impressed. This is why you should scan things before you put them together. Learn from my mistakes. The cheese I actually purchased specifically to go with the Branston pickle, because you really want something better than like a Kraft cheese slice. Not that I'm dissing Kraft cheese slices. Clearly I love them. I eat them all the time. But you want like real cheese, not plastic. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to, when I do this sandwich the next time, do it on normal bread. So I can do it with one slice of cheese, and I will measure out in grams the Branston pickle. And then, yeah, I don't know. This is the meal. It's weird. I'm aware. An open face sandwich and a protein shake. Hopefully it fills me up because I'm actually quite hungry and keeps me sort of satiated for the evening because I'm well over my points now. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but well over my points. I tracked everything. I'm being honest about it. It's just if I get hungry later for a snack, well, no, I have fruit. I have some 0 point stuff, so I'll be okay. It's just, it would suck if I didn't, because then I'd either go hungry or I'd have to go even more into my weeklies. And it's only day 2 of my fresh week, so I don't really want to be using them that much. Oh, and I also made a cup of tea, because of course I did. It is 11 in the morning on Tuesday. I forgot to film my breakfast, and I'm sure you will all be very shocked to hear that I had oatmeal with PB2 and brown sugar in it and a cup of tea. I know, it's just so out of the realm for me, right? So like I said, it's 11 o'clock and I'm hungry. Except I'm not hungry, I'm bored. I'm working and I'm working hard, but I'm tired, and when I'm tired, I want carbs, and because I'm tired, I'm kind of bored with work because it's, I don't know, you know how it goes. Like you just have some days like that. So what I want to eat is the second custard filled bun. The first one wasn't even that good. Like it was fine, but it wasn't, you know, oh my God, the most amazing thing ever. However, the person I was going to give one of the 2 that was in this package to, I forgot she can't eat it because she says vegetarian and the custard has dairy, and so like she can't touch it. So it's either going to be I eat it or it goes to waste. So I'm still debating on that one. I'm not gonna lie, because my normal instinct is do not waste food ever, but also sometimes I think maybe throwing it out is the better option. But I haven't decided yet. The point of all of this is what I want to eat. But I know based on the time of day and when I had breakfast and how my usual hunger cues go and the level of activity that I have had today, that the feeling of hunger that I have is not real. It's because I'm tired. It's because I need food in my system that's like healthy and nutritious to help combat the tiredness so I can finish with my day and have a nap. So I'm gonna eat that. Probably not all of it, but you get the idea. Once the package is open, I find it really hard to reseal. So I'm gonna take 2 slices and put 2 slices in a Tupperware container and put it back in the fridge. But yeah, I'm going to eat some watermelon for a randomly timed snack mid-work day and try to pretend that the custard bun doesn't exist. Watermelon. Watermelon is my friend. Watermelon is healthy and it's a good crunch and it's hydrating, which is also a great thing. Oh, and I'm also having a cup of tea because of course I am. Caffeine and fruit for my snack. It's 3:17 on Tuesday and I'm about to have my dinner. So I made another one of the burgers that I did on, was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. So it's the Compliments brand lean beef burger patty with a Kraft cheese slice on top, and then the bun. So the patty is 5, the bun is 4, the cheese is 2. The lettuce, tomato is 0, and I don't count condiments because. So we're just not gonna have that discussion. And then I actually made a side dish for it this time. So I just cooked up some of the stir-fry veggies that I also bought on Sunday in that grocery haul I did. So this is my dinner. It's left me, this plus my breakfast has left me with 4 or 5 points. I can't quite recall at the top of my head. I think it's 4. So it's enough to have some kind of a snack later if I so choose. I do have weeklies, so I could dip into those if I want a higher pointed snack. I'm supposed to be going for a walk with a friend later, which while technically exercise will not be like a high cardio thing. So I'm not going to count it for anything. So I won't be getting any activity points for that. But yeah, I know I wouldn't normally have such a large, not large, but like a heavy meal on a day where I didn't say have physio or pre-concussion, have like a really solid workout, because usually meals like this I sort of I save is I earned it, you know? But I really want to use up the buns before they go stale, and that was basically my driving force. Although as I was making it, I turned around and saw my avocado on the counter and was kicking myself. So I'm hoping tomorrow I will remember that I want to use one of the buns to make an egg and avocado and turkey sausage type of a thing, which will be another very high pointed meal. But we'll deal with that tomorrow. It's 9 in the evening on Tuesday and I'm gonna have a snack. So this little cake thing that I bought, I'm gonna give it a try. I haven't had one before, so I don't know what it'll be like, but let's hope it's good. It's made in Canada and it says, I don't know if I'll be able to make it legible for you. Cake is very popular traditional cake. It can be enjoyed by the whole family. Also, it is very convenient and suitable for lunch, picnic, or a party. Okay, I was looking at the back to see if it had suggestions for, you know, like what you pair it with or something. And instead, it just says it's good for the whole family. Here's the nutritional information. It is 7 points a serving. I have 5 points left over for the day, so I'm gonna go 2 into my weeklies, and I have a cup of tea steeping that I will put some milk into in just a minute. It is 9 in the morning on Wednesday, and I totally forgot to take a video clip when I was in the kitchen about my breakfast. And it's kind of a good thing I did, because I sat down after making it and immediately got a pop-up reminder that I had a meeting starting. Nah! So, meeting is over, oatmeal is cold, but still going to eat it. You can see kind of in the middle where the PB2 hasn't fully mixed in yet. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. I apologize for the zoomed in image of the oatmeal. It's just if I zoom you out, you're gonna see how messy my apartment is. So you're just getting oatmeal. I also have a cup of tea made, a nice big one of my really big mugs, because caffeine today is very much a must. And yeah, I'm gonna sit and eat this while continuing to work. It is 3:08 in the afternoon on Wednesday, and I'm about to sit down to have my dinner. So it's yet again one of those hamburger buns. I really am determined to get through them, and every day I squeeze them and they still feel squishy enough to be considered fresh. So I'm gonna keep going. I bought an avocado when I grocery shopped, and all day today, all I could think about was the avocado. I didn't even test it before I committed to what I was going to be making for my meal. I was just like, I'm eating that avocado. Luckily for me, it was all right. So it was actually perfect. I got it out of its skin. That sounds so gross. And then kind of chopped it a little bit just to make it hopefully slightly less messy when I'm eating this, but who are we kidding? It's gonna be messy. So it's the hamburger bun open, avocado, roughly half of the avocado on each side. Now I weigh my avocado, so it was 107 grams for 4 points. I highly recommend weighing your avocado, whether you do Weight Watchers with points or if you're tracking calories, instead of just doing a half an avocado, a quarter of an avocado, because they're all different sizes. And depending on how much of the actual avocado flesh you get out of there, it drastically changes how much your avocado is going to cost you in points. So 4 points for my avocado. I put cheese on both sides and then an egg on both. Now this one has, you can't see it, but on top of the avocado, before I put the cheese on, I have hot sauce. It is this hot sauce. It is my absolute favorite, and I use it very sparingly because this restaurant doesn't exist anymore, which means I can't get this hot sauce anymore. So I kind of hide it in the back of my fridge and try to pretend that I don't know it's there, because otherwise I would eat it all very quickly and then just not have it anymore. And then this one, I didn't put the hot sauce, I put Kewpie mayo on top instead, and I was well on my way to having an actually cute kind of drizzle, and then I caught the lid on the Kewpie mayo that was already on one drizzling section of the egg, and I ruined it. So, you know, we're working on it. If we're just not there yet with the cuteness. This is it. I'm thinking now maybe I should have tried toasting the bun, but I really like them as they are when they're not toasted, so I think I'm going to enjoy it regardless. And yes, I didn't do any side dishes with it, because even though you could be like, it's just a sandwich, it's huge. It's 2 eggs, it's a massive bun, it's other toppings. I'm only just realizing I should have put like lettuce and tomato on it. Why do I not think about these things in time? I don't know. But anyways, this is dinner. I'm very happy with it. I think it's going to be great. Oh, I put some salt and some pepper on the egg as well, just to try to pretend I'm a grown-up. And there we have it. And of course, tea. It is 9:30 in the morning and I'm about to have breakfast. It is my regular half a cup of oats, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, and a cup of tea. And I have a food confession to make. I am currently holding half of an eaten custard bun, the ones that I bought when I was grocery shopping, and I had one and I swore I wasn't going to eat the other one. I swore it. Like, I kept it in the package. I didn't put it into like Tupperware to make sure it stayed fresh. The friend I was going to give it to, I couldn't because it has custard and she's vegetarian and she wasn't sure that she could eat it, which is totally fine. But so then I just kept being like, no, I'm not going to eat it. But when there's food that I'm going to throw out, I leave it either in the fridge or in the packaging or whatever right until like before I take the garbage out, and then I put it into the garbage bag because I always think like it's going to start to smell if I put it in the garbage early. I don't know, like it makes sense in my head. Mostly it comes from like living places that are hot, and compost creates ecosystems if you're not careful. So I tend to leave things, and then like the day that I'm taking the garbage out, collect them from the fridge or from packaging or whatever, so that it's not going moldy in the garbage bag, basically, because things go moldier faster in garbage bags, I swear. But so yeah, I was getting my breakfast ready this morning. I'm running late with it, and I looked at the bun, and the next thing you knew, I was eating the bun. It's not even that good. It's totally not worth it. But like, it's in my hand. I've eaten half of it. I'm totally gonna eat the rest. Yeah. Some days you got willpower. Some days not so much. I decided to add some banana to the oatmeal. I know, if you're looking at calories, then all I'm doing is adding more calories to my food day, but I'm looking at it more as like nutrients. There is nothing nutritionally redeeming about that bun that I just ate. But bananas are good. Yes, they have sugar, but it's natural sugar and it's a fruit. And I realize I haven't been eating enough fruit or vegetables this week. So I don't really know why not eating enough of those would be causing me to crave carbs and sweet things, but I don't know. I've been craving carbs and sweet things and not eating sort of my healthier food options. So I decided to add some banana on top of my oatmeal and just try to do better for the rest of the day. It's 4:18 on Thursday, and I'm about to start plating my food, but I'm showing it to you when it's still in the pan so you can see it before it's all just kind of layered and you lose some of it. So this is stir-fry vegetables that I added some jalapenos into, cooked them up, and then I added in 2 beaten up eggs and let them, like I poured the egg mixture over the veggies and then let it sit. So it wasn't fully an omelet, but what was supposed to happen was I would sort of flip it in sections and it would stay relatively together, but I flipped it too much. So it's technically not scrambled because I didn't scramble it, but the egg is broken up enough that it's basically scrambled now. It doesn't look great, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. And I put in, let me show you. I put in some of the Green Goddess seasoning blend, and I keep getting the name of this wrong. So freeze-dried chives. If ever I say dried freeze or chives or those green things that I can't remember the name of, this is them. So I put those in. Again, I put them in because I own them and I don't know where to use them, so I just kind of pop them in things when I remember. Yeah. So I put the chives in with the egg mixture when I was beating it up and let it sit in there for a little bit to hopefully soften them. Not that I've noticed them not being soft when eating them normally. So, yeah. So this is that. That's going to be the base layer, and then I'm going to put it into the bowl, add a little bit of cheese, and then I'm putting some puffed tofu on top. So we'll show you when the final thing is done. So here we go, the final product with the puffed tofu on top. I cooked it in a sweet Thai chili sauce, hence the color. And you see what I mean, how you can't see the vegetables or the egg once I put it all into the bowl. It's just how it goes. So this will be my dinner. The vegetables and the egg are nothing. The tofu, I put in half the package, so it's 6 points. I don't count points for condiments, so the sweet Thai chili sauce, I don't have a points calculation for that. Oh, but I did put in 2 points worth of cheese. It's just buried and hopefully doing its very best at getting all melty and goodness. It is 10:44 at night on Thursday. I know I should be going to bed, or at the very least not eating, but I'm just home and showered, and I need a snack. Like currently right this second, it's not like I'm starving or anything, but I know I will be hungry before I go to bed because I was outside doing stuff, and that always works up an appetite, right? So I'm having fruit. Also, I picked the fruit, not just because I know that I'm going to be hungry, and so it's kind of a nice light thing to have before bed, but it wasn't going to last another day. So this is a white peach, and then buried underneath there is a nectarine. That is the softest nectarine in existence before becoming too soft to be edible. I happened to move it in the fridge today when I was reaching for something else and realized, like, probably should have eaten it yesterday, but I didn't want to waste it. So I cut it up this evening. It looks okay. I think it'll just be quite soft, but they are both still really fresh out from the fridge. I thought they'd be easier to cut when still cold, and I'm going to eat them like that. So hopefully they're not too mushy. I think the white peach is firmer than the nectarine. The nectarine is the one that's really right on the edge of what's acceptable. So that will be my snack. 0 points for the fruit, and I have some tea steeping that I will add a splash of milk to. It is 10:05 in the morning on Friday, and I am super late with breakfast, and my stomach is definitely letting me know. I was hungry before my regular eating time of 8 a.m., but wanted to put it off until I got to 8 because I don't like eating prior to that, because then it just sort of throws off my eating time for the whole rest of the day. But then I got all caught up in work and realized my stomach was really hurting and was wondering why, and I looked at the time and I realized it was almost 10. So yeah, a little bit hungry. I am going back to basics. No custard bun today. Just a cup of tea with some milk in it, half a cup of oats, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, and a banana. There's not the entire banana is in the bowl, because as I'm cutting it up to put it on the oatmeal, I eat some of it every single time because I really like bananas. So here we go, a nice non-custard bun breakfast. I don't think I'm going to do that again. Well, I'm probably not ever going to buy those particular custard buns again, but that custard bun with breakfast yesterday, it was like too much food, too much something. It left me feeling off all day, so it was definitely not worth it. Not even taking into account the fact that I can't accurately point it, so the points are kind of a guess. I just counted it as like really high. But yeah, so here we go for breakfast. My lunch is probably going to be super rushed. I don't even know what it's going to be, but I have appointments and things like that, so we will find out together in the next clip. Hey guys, it's 2:30 in the afternoon on a Friday. I'm sorry I couldn't wait until the litter box finished its cleaning cycle. That's what that noise in the background is, but I'm running super late. I'm supposed to be heading out the door pretty soon, but I'm nowhere near ready for that. My doctor appointment ran late, and so everything is now being bumped back. I didn't even get a plate because I don't want to have another dish to wash. So I'm eating the last of the buns, and I just put some calorie-wise Kraft Miracle Whip on it, and then 2 slices of cheese. Now, I swore I would never have 2 of these slices of cheese at the same time again, because it's 8 points for the cheese alone, so this is a ridiculously high-pointed snack to be having. I mean, it's a meal. It's going to be a meal. I'm using it as a meal, but it's not really, there's not a lot of like food groups involved in this, but it's all I have time for. So I'm gonna have this, and I don't know what else I'm having. I'm gonna be getting on the road in a little bit. Well, not as much of a little bit as it should be, but the next thing I will be eating will probably be from some sort of a restaurant or fast food or something, which will make me regret this even more because of the 8 points on cheese. But at the same time, I need to be able to get through as much of the drive as possible before needing a snack, because I don't eat in my car. So that'll involve a stopping situation. So here we go. It's just the last of the bun, the cheese, some calorie-wise Miracle Whip. Gonna have this, not even tea. Look at that, empty cup, because I don't have time to drink it. So I'll have some water with it and get a tea for the road. It is 9:23 in the evening on Saturday. I'm home, I'm showered, my stuff is cleaned up from the dust from the beach, and I think I only got 1 clip of food for the entire Saturday, Friday night thing, and it was a hamburger. So, while we wait for my sushi to arrive, this is vegan banana chocolate chip bread that a friend made. This is my own Tupperware container, and she was returning it, so she returned it with food in it. There were 2 pieces. I ate almost all of 1 piece this morning at breakfast time, and I'm going to nibble on this other one while I wait. And I have a cup of tea and some water because I need to hydrate. I will be having sushi in a bit. I'll show you a video clip of that. So today, with my team, at the end of the day, I had one slice of vegetarian pizza and one square of a cake that I have no way to point because I don't know the bakery it's from, and the guy who buys it will never tell us. So I kind of, I'm pretty sure it's high pointed, like it's a chocolate cake, double layer, but it's the frosting that I can't pinpoint because it's like, it's whipped, and I think maybe there's like fresh cream in there. I'm not sure. So I have no way to even start guessing on that. So I had that. And then earlier in the day, I had 2 pieces of sourdough bread, sliced very thinly with black olives in it. And then for breakfast, I had my regular oatmeal. I packed it and took it with me in a Tupperware container and just cooked it in the morning. So I had a half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for breakfast. And then yesterday, there was like a bit of a potluck. It was all kind of like little side dishes and salads and dips for bread and crackers and the like. And then I had 1 piece of chicken. It was cooked on a barbecue, and that's really all I know about it. It's chicken cooked on a barbecue. I don't think it can be that bad for me though, right? And that is, I think, the summary of the food that I ate since I last took video clippage. Clippage? That's not a word. Took video. So I'm not even like massively hungry right now, but it's because I haven't stopped moving since I got home. And as soon as I sit and I have a cup of tea and some water and I rest, my body's going to kick in and be like, woman, we need food, real food. That's why I ordered from a Japanese restaurant. I got an avocado and yam roll. And I also got tofu teriyaki rice bowl. So the rice bowl, I've had it before. It's rather large. I don't plan on eating all of the food. It was more to sort of like purposely have leftovers for tomorrow, so that tomorrow, in case I'm really struggling because of how much I did today, I kind of have food ready to go, because I did not grocery shop yet this weekend. So I don't actually know what I have. I have to go through it, but that's a tomorrow project. So for right now, I'm going to drink all that water and then pour a second one, nibble at the banana bread, drink the tea, cuddle with the cat and apologize for being gone, and wait for my dinner, which I will show you when it gets here. 10:08 and my dinner's just arrived. I'm not going to eat all of it, but I wanted to show it to you before I dismantle it. So this is the yam and avocado roll that I got. And this is my tofu teriyaki rice bowl with a little bit of broccoli. So I'm gonna probably eat all of the roll because I find that, in my opinion, sushi rolls don't do well the next day. And I'm really torn because while I've been waiting, I went through like, oh, I'm really hungry. And then I went almost immediately to like, no, I'm not, I'm really tired. Like I could fall asleep right now, I think. But I do think I should eat something with some kind of like nutrition value in it. So I'm going to put a little bit of the tofu, the rice, and the broccoli into a small bowl, I think. And then I'm going to put the rest of the tofu in a container to store it separately in the fridge from the rice so that it doesn't get all soggy while in the fridge overnight. So yeah, this is what it looks like while it's all pretty. And I'll show you what I portion out. Here is my portioned out food. I've got 2 pieces of the tofu. No, 3, that might be 3. The rice is covering it a little bit. And then the broccoli and a bit of a rice. This is the rest of the rice in the takeout container. And then here's the rest of the tofu in my container. Like I said, I'm storing them separately. And I'm just gonna be a heathen and eat the sushi roll right out of the container. I'm not gonna plate it. And this is just my little soy sauce for the sushi roll. So it's all kind of all over the place, but yes, I'll be eating that and that, and the rest is going in the fridge for tomorrow. It's 2 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I'm about to have some toast. I'm not really feeling really great. I've got a really bad headache today, so I slept in, and I only really got up because the cat meowed at me that it was time to get up. So I have a cup of tea, lots of caffeine in there, and then 2 pieces of toast, one with raspberry jam and one without. So I'm just gonna sit and relax and eat and drink these and hope that my headache goes away. It's 5:20 in the evening on Sunday, and I'm about to sit down and have some dinner. It's the leftovers from the Japanese food that I ordered last night. So it's a tofu teriyaki rice bowl. No broccoli because I ate all the broccoli it came with yesterday. So I heated them up separately because I packed them away separately so that the tofu wouldn't get quite as soggy. I don't know that it really worked. Like it's still, the coating on it got soggy, but I think keeping it separate was the right idea because when heating them up, the tofu didn't get all broken up in the pan from being moved around with the rice, in my opinion. So this is going to be my dinner. I'm gonna have it with a Diet Coke. I don't know why I'm sharing that. I don't really share my drinks with you all that much. But yeah, this is gonna be it.